Okay, so here we are. We have a brand new Toyota RAV4 hybrid series, and the right front door was backed up into in a parking lot, and it created a little bit of a dent right in the body line area, and it created a couple outside dents. But let's take a look and see what we're working with. Hybrid Toyota. You can see the body line there and here. We got to work those two areas and be careful. And then just below this bottom body line, you can see that dent ever so slightly right there. Right in it. It's just like right there. So, what we're going to do with this thing is very simple. I'm going to go into here. Let's see it. I'm going to go through the door, take the interior trim panel off, and go from working it from in there. And you do have these welds, which let us know that there is bracing and or intrusion beam that goes across this area. So it's going to be a little bit of a obstructed, damaged area. You see the weld there as well. So that's a way to know that there's going to be bracing in the way, same as here and up here. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is go ahead and detrim the door, take the interior trim panel off. On there. So this is my first time doing this exact model this year, so it's new to me. Lucky guess. Nothing's broke, good to go. Screw here, screw there, and you're good. These screws, don't worry about these. Should be all of it, so let's find out. Grab it from the bottom and then make sure it wiggles. That way you know it's free and loose. I'm gonna lift up from the top here, push it up. Good to go. Door handle's off. Disconnect the window regulator or the window switch here. I can feel it with my fingers. Okay, got that off. Make sure all your clips are on, just like they're supposed to be. And it's terrible because you got the intrusion beam right here, but the dent's back behind it. So I'm going to be working like this. Dang. That sucks. Well, we were right about these welds. It does hold the intrusion beam in. So, and then these welds here that we were talking about for this brace, and then these welds up here for the upper brace. I'll bring you guys in and look and see what it looks like. Kind of see what you got in here. So these welds hold this intrusion beam in. As you can see down there, get the light in there for you so you can see. The dent's right there underneath the intrusion beam, right on that body line. So, not too bad. So, the intrusion beam. Shit. So, the dent is literally right here. I mean, right here. And behind the intrusion beam and just below it. So we're going to be using a lot of weld tail action to get the dent out. You can see it. You can see the dented area right here. So weld tail. And which one we're going to use is going to be, well, let's find it. Here it is. Extra wide, the narrow grip with this hump. And why we're choosing this one? Simple. Because I can do twist here easily and nothing's in the way while I'm working the dent. That's what we're gonna do. So as you can see here, we're using a hood prop rod and a ratchet strap. That way, we have easy access here, and you can see the dent. Okay, so we're about 5-6 minutes in this repair, and I've got a large portion of it out. But as you can tell, it looks worse than before, but that's the process. It's going to look worse until it looks better. So this gray area right here, we're going to get that out real quick and tap down any high spots. We're going to apply pressure to that low gray area and tap down the lows, or the highs, I mean. Let's get on it. There we go, we're on it. Just going to apply pressure and hold it. Something right here. I'm going to apply pressure right in that low area. If I can get the tool on there, it's kind of difficult sliding. There we go. Right here, we're going to get this gray area up, apply pressure on that, and tap down the highs. I'm going to tap down every little high spot. Okay, right here, got pressure on that. Right here. So when you feel it bounce as you're hitting it, that means you need to get closer to the pressure. And if you feel it like when you hit it and it kind of sticks, that lets you know you're good. You want to hit that area. But if it's bouncing off, then you need to get to where the pressure's tighter. Otherwise, you're not really doing anything. So if it hits and bounces off, no good. If it hits and it sticks, you're good. When applying pressure, that's the hammer off technique. Hammer dolly off technique. So like right here in this little gray spot, I'm going to apply pressure. And then I'm going to tap around the crowns around it. Any little high spot. Okay, I'm on it. It's like a dead blow feeling. See, it's bouncy here. It's like a dead blow there. Bounce. You can even hear the difference. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Now we're going to take our longer whale tail here. Let's zoom out. I'm going to take this longer whale tail and work this low area. Oh, that's too long of a whale tail. Let's go with this guy. Shorter one. And work this little area right here. I'm going to go just right through the protrusion beam. That's not going to work. It's different. find out. Boom. There it is. We're on it. So we're going to just make some pushes to get it up real quick. Best we can. We're going to hold and apply pressure. Tap down. And all this orange stuff, all that is hot glue. That way it's easy to find and doesn't roll around everywhere on hoods and deck lids and roofs. So all that is hot glue. Arm looks so weird. Cool. And you see how quickly that came out. I mean, it's pretty fast. I'll zoom out for you so you can really get a good view. Too much. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so I'll work on that. I'll zoom out, see what it looks like. I mean, really not much else really here to see. This is how I'm holding it, just like this. And I'm going off the intrusion beam, and this is touching the panel. Allows me to stay in contact without my hand sliding everywhere, similar to this. Okay, so we're a little bit ways into this repair. It's 3:06. I don't know what time we got here. 2:20. So by the time I unpacked and got everything going, we're about 40 minutes total at the location. Let's take a look and see how much the damage looks like at this point, or how much of it we've gotten out. Okay, here's our car. Starting to take shape, and it's looking very good. But those little dots, no big deal. We're going to finesse each and every one of those little. No big deal. And it's pretty humid out right now, so it's making it challenging on my body, sweating so much. That's why we stay hydrated. First things first, clean the car off. Anti-static polish cleaner. Boom. And then when we finish, after we do the repair, we're going to do this panel and that panel to make it look good. Always do the adjacent panels as well. That way you don't have one panel looking super sparkly clean like this one. Let's get the light on here. Put that light pretty far away so you can see.